This story I'm about to read is called Save the Dog. It's a little bit sensitive. It's really crazy, but it's a true story. Save the Dog. I was working as a conductor on the body of an Amtrak train in 2003. The hoghead I was working with had an early 70s seniority date from the old Milwaukee Road Railroad. We were eastbound along the Puget Sound Waterway between Seattle and Everett, Washington, doing track speed at 60 miles an hour when the train came to a very quick stop. Unlike a smooth station stop or a rough emergency stop, I was alarmed and got on my portable radio to the auger. What happened? He says, just ran over and killed the guy. I hit the ground and sure enough, the person was deceased. While waiting for authorities, I climbed up into the locomotive and had a talk with the auger. Why didn't you dump the air brakes into emergency? He says, wouldn't have mattered. I was stunned and held my breath while the investigation was being done, thinking when they figure out he only set 20 pounds of air, even if it would not have mattered, he would still be in big trouble, and I might be as well for not ratting him in. The police, medics, BNSF official, and coroner arrived, did an investigation, and after a couple hours, released our train, and we continued our journey to Bellingham. A few weeks later, I was with the same hoghead, and we're doing 79 miles an hour just north of Burlington, Washington, when the train went into emergency braking. I was thinking the worst. I was on the radio while the train was sliding to the stop. What happened? He says, we almost hit a dog. A couple nights later in Bellingham, we were having dinner and I looked him in the eye. Let me get this straight. You dump the air for a dog, but you don't dump the air for a human being. Why is that? He says, humans know better. Again, I was stunned and disheartened to say the least. I was going to go to the grave with the story. Maybe I should have. Okay, now thinking about it all these years, if that investigation had gone into a courtroom and a jury trial, and the deceased relatives were there with a good lawyer asking me and everybody else the right questions, it would probably came out that it wouldn't have mattered and humans know better. And I think the jury would have went with the relatives and they probably got a lot of dough.